the entrance ramp to Mexico. So,
so ready? Aspects. So basically, we have this 2015 Z28 here for us to take a look at today. It's got everything, man. It's got a 7-liter V8, 6-speed manual. It's a standard Z28, but let's take a look under the hood real quick and get a feel for what we're working with. So it is a 427 cubic inch motor, LS7 as some people like to call it, but it is a very stout engine. So let's go ahead and take a look in the inside real quick and get a bit of a walk around on the car. In here we obviously have the standard Recaro seats. Comes with the Alcantara suede as well on the steering wheel and the shifter. Very, very comfortable seats. Probably one of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in, honestly. And this thing is just a very, very driver's car, if you will. Very planted on the ground, very, road course inspired. So yeah, it's a really great car. I think that should be it for this part of it, at least. Don't experience in the regular SS models, because the suspension on this car is just completely redefined versus those. So let's get on it here. Don't put that in the video. Hitting that gear. Yeah, this thing is she's pretty wild. She's pretty wicked.
So when we first got the car, it had the Trofeo R tires on it, and you almost could never break the tires loose no matter what you did.
Right.
And so now they've got regular Pirelli P0s, and are they still as sticky, or?
I pretty much just blew the tires off right then on accident. Like he was saying before, we drove this car when it had the Trofeos on it, and we would try and do a dig. Obviously nothing like dump the clutch or whatever, but when you got on it first, it would just hook and hook. But now I just did the same thing with these P0s, and it was it wasn't liking it. It was not as sticky as it once was.
It wasn't?
No. But it's still got enough grip to go around the corner, obviously.
Yeah. Another thing I do like about this car too is the shifter.
Yes.
The shifter is really nice.
Oh my God.
It feels really good.
Yeah. It's extremely notchy, short. Basically, you're never gonna worry about what gear you're in.
Yeah, you know exactly where you're putting it.
It's not like you're run-of-the-mill. Like I said, this Z28 is just a completely different animal from the SS. I know that they have similar appearances, but it's a totally different animal.
Yeah, it drives a lot different.
Yeah, it's way better of a car. Just way better. And she's no slouch either.
It's quick.
Yeah, it's definitely a good accelerating car.
Yeah.
It may not be fast, but it's very throaty and punchy. So let's get on.
Yeah, it's not it's not as fast as a ZL1.
No.
It's definitely not as fast as a Hellcat.
No.
But
it's a different type of car.
But it's a different type of car. It's a lot different when you're shifting yourself.
Right.
You've got these big 305s all the way around, versus like, the automatic Hellcats are definitely a lot quicker.
Yeah.
But it's a little different when you're shifting yourself.
Right. The thing is though, is like this car, in a sense, is kind of like a Demon is, but for track purposes.
Yeah.
Right. So like the Demon is sort of a one-trick pony when it comes to the strip, but when you get in this car, it's a one-trick pony. I mean, I wouldn't street this car. It's too valuable.
I would not have this as my only car.
Right.
And if you can afford one,
you don't need this.
You're gonna have something else.
Yeah.
You're gonna have at least a daily.
Yeah.
You're not gonna drive this all the time.
For sure. So let's see if we can't get up on the service road here and give you guys a little bit of a more of a pull than this barely second gear. So, ready? And jail time.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was very.
And jail time.
That was very quick. You better slow down a lot more.
Oh, thank God. He realizes we're in a sports car.
Dude, you could have stopped a whole lot faster than that.
Yeah,
too.
but the thing is, when you
it has carbon ceramic brakes, in case y'all were wondering.
Yeah, the brakes on this thing are just absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever been in a car that stops better than this car.
actually, I think the deceleration from the brakes scares me more than the acceleration from the car's engine.
Yeah, because it's quick. Like, it's quick enough where it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, you're not.
But when you stop, you're stopping.
Yeah, you're not really like, man, I wish it had more power.
Now.
Or, you know, man, this isn't fun, you know. But
It's totally
when you hit the brakes,
You just.
you almost throw up your guts every single time
Yeah,
when you hit them hard.
We'll do a test here in a minute when we get some, you know, area to mess around with. But it's definitely like nothing else. Like. You don't even need to do full throttle to have fun in this car. Oh yeah. And with a little bit of mods, this is the same motor that's in a C6 Z06. So if you guys know anything about that, y'all know that you put heads, a cam, and some long tube headers in it, and it's probably gonna make like 650 wheel. And I mean, this thing makes, give or take, probably around 450 wheel right now, and it's already quick. So like, imagine putting, you know, a whole nother 200 horsepower into it. It would be, you wouldn't need more than that. That's all you would need.
One thing I'll say too is a lot of people that are like, you know, watching videos and stuff like that of, you know, Camaros and Mustangs and Challengers and really any other kind of car, you always get kind of sucked into like, well, what are the numbers? What are
It's
the numbers
not enough.
say?
Yeah. 800 isn't enough.
Yeah, what's the quarter mile? Who won on this race? And yada yada yada. Honestly, just go drive them.
Yeah.
And just pick whichever one you like the most, because you know, that 1/10 of a second faster to 60, you're not really going to care about that after you own it, and you're probably going to start doing stuff to it. So
yeah,
it's not going to matter.
All that is just a guideline, honestly. It just, in my opinion, those are just guidelines on what you think is fast. Because with 450 horse right now, I would consider this car extremely quick for the street, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only got, you know, it's only got half of what, you know, everybody thinks is fast. So until you really know yourself.
But it's still fun.
Oh yeah,
like it'll lose in a race against a Hellcat or something, but it's still a lot of fun.
Right, but
I really wouldn't care if I was like, oh man, I lost to that guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm still having fun
you
driving.
lose to a Hellcat in a straight line, but like we were saying earlier, this car isn't meant for that. It has the big motor so that you don't need a blower or anything like that. But you know, it still has enough power to where on a road course, which is what this thing is meant for, it's going quick. You know, the 305s all the way around, just make this thing squat, plant, and just go wherever you want it to. So, and the steering feel in this car is something.
Yeah, the steering is
super tight.
Really good. Yeah,
super tight, like nothing else I've driven in a 5th gen Camaro, and driven a couple of 6th gens so far, and it's not as they're not as good at turning as this Z28 is.
No, this is definitely a track day car.
Yeah, because like we were talking about earlier, we're getting beat up right now on this suspension.
Oh, yeah.
This road
like if you look at this road right now, you'd be like, it's really not that bumpy.
Yeah, it's the slightest bit.
For whatever reason, the car is like, nah,
yeah,
we're gonna make this road bumpy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's definitely one of the more fun cars that we have up here. We're gonna be, bringing a lot of videos to you guys. We have what do we have? We have a brand new 650 BMW that we just got. We also have a 17 M3. We had a CTSV, a 2017 CTSV, but we ended up selling it before we had a chance to make a video of it. Hopefully we can see another one of those in our videos here in the future. But yeah, we got a lot of content coming for you guys, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying this Z28 so far.